Hello, it is me, Brandon. We are here for Pick a Card. We are going to be picking cards. Card number 1 right here is going to be there. Card number 2 is there. These are the Vampires cards, so they're fun. All right, for those of you that want card number 1, ooh, Prey. Well, this could mean a few things. It could mean that you yourself are being stalked, invaded, you're being watched. Could mean that somebody around you is maybe trying to use you or has a different motive than what you think. You might be thinking that you're in a partnership, but in reality, you're actually being controlled or manipulated. The idea, though, is to look at all of the things around you today and be careful and at least understand the relationships that you're in, okay? If you find that you are being preyed upon, it doesn't necessarily say break away from that right away, because that could be a problem, but understand the truth of what's happening, and then you can start working towards freeing yourself from toxic relationships, if that's where this is going. This definitely tends to be the red flag for there's a toxic relationship, and it's anything from a friendship to a random stranger. As somebody who does videos online, I have to admit that it's occasionally random people come out of the woodwork that kind of surprise me. But for the most part, I think just because of the vibrational energy of what's happening here, I have had like no negative experiences, just some slightly surprising ones, but nothing negative. So I think that gives me hope for all the years that I've been doing this, that like there's actually pretty much good people out there. That or I just not on anybody's radar, so that's also okay. I'm okay with that. I don't necessarily need a super fan to start stalking me, and you don't either. No matter how many followers you think you want, you do not want to be stalked. Okay, so that's my TED talk there. Okay, card number 2. Card number 2 is about compassion. Kind of goes hand in hand with this, and that you need to like have compassion for the situation that you're in so that you're not being prey. So this is about empathy, simpatico, and kindness. So clearly, the basic concept here is look at the situation that you're in and start having compassion for yourself and for other people around you, or look at the situation that others are in and have some compassion for what they're going through. It's about kind of understanding that you can't possibly know everything that somebody else is going through in their own mind. You have to like assume. I always tell people like, let's say you just got yelled at. So I used to work in the call center world, and you get yelled at a lot. So let's say somebody just randomly starts yelling at you, and you can't take that personal, because for all the conversation that you're having with them occurs right after something that was very traumatic. They might have just found out like that they lost their job, and then all of a sudden they're calling you to make arrangements on a payment, and they're just venting everything because you're the first human that they've talked to. So it's like you never know sometimes when other people are going through more than you can imagine, and so have some compassion for them and for yourself. That's the other thing. Sometimes you got to have more compassion for yourself than you are currently doing. So good cards, strong cards. Enjoy your day. I will see you tomorrow. Farewell.